we call it personalization 1.0. And the reason I call it this is because this is actually how people used to cold email. You go back, some of us have been doing cold email for 20 years now or 15 years. It's when you do personalization based on persona. So you do it based on where they work, what their title is, maybe something that triggered you to reach out. Maybe you have some intent data. Maybe you have some sort of piece of information right there. And that we call that personalization 1.0. I feel like I have to go into the other ones because that's like where it transitions. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay. Personalization 2.0 is, and by the way, when you do personalization 1.0, you'll see response rates, somewhere probably like 3 to 5%, like you'll float around there. We actually saw data that the average reply rate on a cold email right now is less than 1%. So it's really important to like figure out how to boost this. Some people don't even do personalization at that level. So if you're doing that, don't feel guilty. That's actually okay. The next level is what we call personalization 2.0. Personalization 2.0 is you realizing what you're looking at and what person you're selling to, and personalizing a message to that individual person instead. So it's not just their title, it's not just their work, because these people that you sell to are changing jobs. The reason that you need to do personalization 2.0 is people are individually motivated. Average person in SaaS, for example, works at a company for 18 months. So that means the first 6 months that they're at a company, they're young, they're figuring stuff out at the company, they're learning how it works. The next 6 months, they're kind of the change agent. They're going to do a lot of stuff and buy from vendors and change things. And the next 6 months, they're kind of waiting until like 5 p.m. every day to get their foot out the door, and they're looking for other jobs secretly behind everyone's back and breaking your heart. So that's personalization 2.0. If you can do stuff that's tied to the individual and how it basically you find things that are about that person, you're going to have a much better and higher chance of actually hearing back from the person. And then the last one that we've recently kind of uncovered and we've been digging into at Lead IQ with our sales development team is what we call personalization 3.0. This is not just stuff that's about the prospect and the company that they work for. It's stuff that's about that you have in common with that prospect that only you two have in common. It's harder to find prospects like this, but when you do, even if it's not the right persona, you have a much better chance of breaking in and getting a response from that person if you do that. So it could be common interests. Maybe you both like the same football team. Maybe you both went to the same college. That's kind of the difference here. So that's kind of the breakdown of the 3 layers of personalization that we're going to talk about today.